Dear viewers, in previous session we had studied about antipyretics, that is paracetamol and antipyrine. So a brief introduction about paracetamol, antipyrine synthesis and their uses we had studied. So in this session we are going to study about anesthetics. So let us know the brief introduction about anesthetics. So these anesthetic drugs blocks the perception of pain or cause a loss of feeling. So they allow an individual to undergo surgery or other medical procedures without distress and pain. Therefore, the absolute loss of sensation is termed as anesthetics. So Horace Wills, a dentist in 1844, successfully used uh, N2O as an anesthetic for tooth extraction. And Martin, a dentist, demonstrated ether as an anesthetic agent. In 1847, chloroform was used by Simpson in Britain for obstetrical purposes. The first intravenous anesthetic, thiopentone, was introduced in 1935. So these anesthetic drugs are classified into two main groups, that is general anesthetics and local anesthetics. So let us know a brief introduction about anesthetics. So general anesthetics. General anesthetics are group of drugs that produces loss of consciousness and therefore loss of all sensation. General anesthetics bring about descending depression of the CNS, that means central nervous system, starting with the cerebral cortex, the basal ganglia, the cerebellum, and finally the spinal cord. These drugs are used in surgical operations to induce unconsciousness and therefore abolish the sensation of pain. So these general anesthetics are subdivided into inhalation anesthetics and intravenous anesthetics. So for instance, let us study the thiopental or pentothal or thiopentanone. So this thiopental is a barbiturate that acts on CNS to induce hypnosis and anesthesia. So this is first intravenous anesthesia was introduced in 1935. It is a yellowish white powder, hygroscopic, free soluble in water and partly soluble in ethanol. So these are administered intravenously for the production of complete anesthesia of a short duration. So by rectal route, it is administered as a solution, suspension as a basal anesthesia. So it is used as sedative, hypnotic, and anticonvulsant. It is also used to abolish the pain in a restricted area of the body. It is also used for surgical operations when loss of consciousness. So these are all the properties and uses of thiopental or general anesthetics. So let us practice the synthesis of thiopental. So it can be prepared by the preparation of diethyl ester of ethyl 1-methyl butyl malonate and condensation of diethyl ester of ethyl 1-methyl butyl malonate with thiourea. Finally, the preparation of sodium salt. So what is the mechanism behind this thiopental, the synthesis of thiopental? So in this reaction, what happened is diethyl malonate on reaction with the sodium metal gives rise to sodium malonic ester, which on treatment with uh, ethyl bromide results into the formation of diethyl ester of ethyl malonic acid with the elimination of hydrogen bromide or hydrobromic acid. So this resulting ester on further reaction with 2-bromopentane gives the desired compound, that is diethyl ester of ethyl 1-methyl butyl malonic acid, which on subsequent treatment with thiourea forms thiopental with the elimination of 2 moles of ethanol. Ultimately, enol form of thiopental, when treated with a calculated amount of sodium hydroxide, it gives thiopental sodium. This is the mechanism behind this reaction and the preparation of, in this way we are going to prepare the thiopental. So let us know the local anesthetics. It is also one of the types of anesthetic drugs. Let us know a brief introduction about local anesthetics or local anesthetics. That is, local anesthetics are administered to prevent or relieve pain in a specific area of the body. The absorption of local anesthetics varies depending on the drug and the area of the body. However, the distribution occurs throughout the body. Amide drugs and ester drugs are two main group of local anesthetics. These drugs are metabolized differently, but they both yield metabolites that are excreted in the urine. So these local anesthetics work by blocking nerve signals at the point where different nerves meet. It causes the membrane of each nerve cell to expand. When the cell membrane expands, the nerve cell loses its ability to depolarize, which is necessary to send the nerve signal. This is a brief introduction about local anesthetics. So let us know the properties and uses of these local anesthetics. So these drugs may be used to prevent and relieve pain from medical procedure, disease or injury. So this drug is used to treat severe pain that topically anesthetics or analgesics cannot be relieved. In surgery, it is used in surgery for older patients and with disorders that affect respiratory function such as chronic obstructive pulmonary disease or uh, myasthenia gravis. This is all about the properties and uses of local anesthetics. For instance, let us practice the synthesis of Novocaine. Novocaine or Procaine is an example for local anesthetic. So this Novocaine or Procaine is used for spinal anesthesia and for local anesthesia by local infiltration or peripheral nerve block methods. So this Novocaine is a ester type of local anesthesia. It is a white crystalline powder or colorless crystals soluble in water and alcohol. It has the advantage of lacking of local irritation, minimal systemic toxicity, longer duration of action, and low cost. It can be effectively used for using anesthesia by infiltration or nerve block, epidural block, or spinal anesthesia. It is one of the least toxic and most commonly used local anesthetic. Local anesthetic. So let us practice the preparation of Novocaine or a synthesis of Novocaine. Procaine or Novocaine was first synthesized in 1905 by Alfred Einhorn, who gave the chemical name Novocaine for Procaine. So, how to prepare this Procaine? So, in the preparation of Novocaine, what happened is 2-chloromethyl paraamino benzoate when heated under reduced pressure with ethyl amine gives procaine base. Gives procaine base with the elimination of hydrochloric acid. So further this procaine base treated with acid, that is it may be HCl, it produces procaine hydrochloride. So in this way we are going to synthesize the procaine or Novocaine. So this is the synthesis of Novocaine. So in this session we have studied the anesthetics. In the next session we will study the remaining drugs. Thank you one and all.